What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about syrup today, Maple Finance. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Here we are on this, the 10th day of June, sitting at about 48 cents, man. New highs, new all-time highs for syrup. I guess not technically, but yes, technically. I would consider this new all-time highs. Making strides here. It's looking like the targets down to 28 cents or lower are just off the table, man. It's not happening. You were bullish. You found support at this 236 area from a low to a high. Literally tipped it, found support, and you're up and up, man. So here you are. Absolutely, syrup. You're going to be moving higher. Absolutely, you will. Finding support here at the 50 now. What did you do? What did you do overall? From a low to a high. Moved up 450, 5.5x. Did a 5.5x from a high to a low. You only dropped 30%, you guys. Something's going on here. Something big's going on here, I think. This thing definitely looks very, very bullish. That's a very modest drop for that kind of growth. And it didn't take long, right? It only took like a week to drop, another week to consolidate, and now you're back up. This thing has some bullish aspects behind it for sure, for sure. Syrup, let's see here. Maple Finance. Come on now. Number 113. Man, you're going to surpass, I think you are probably surpassing Onyx Coin. It's crazy because when we started talking about this, yeah, you did. You surpassed Onyx Coin. When we talked about this, it was when we first started talking about it, it was at like half or like a quarter of the market cap of Onyx Coin, and now it's above there. The max supply is infinite. Yeah. Fully diluted valuation, though, is basically what it is now. So, I mean, they can and will inflate more as time goes on. But they're likely just going to keep. I mean, it's not going to inflate too much, man. Syrup here, not too much by the end of this cycle. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say. Infinite, I guess, is too much, right? But by the end of the cycle, not too much. Higher lows, higher highs throughout the whole thing. You're going to go up again, man. You're looking to get to that overbought zone. You're going to see that next leg up. I very much do believe so. Looking at this here, all we have is this high to low here to take. High to low right there. 1886 down to the 1618. Perfect. Very, very subtle bullish bounce. You don't normally see this behavior unless you're in very bullish environments. And I really do think that from here you're at 48 cents. You're probably just going to rip right on up to 73 cents, man. And maybe even beyond there, right? You go to 91 to $1.10, something like that. From the current price, that would be something on lines like a 54% growth to 90 to 100. Current market cap is at 537 million, okay? If you see something that's close to a 100% growth, something like this up in the money zone, right around $1, psychological resistance, that's $1 billion market cap too, which is also psychological resistance. So I'm pretty confident that you do continue moving higher. You probably don't stop. You're at 48 cents now. I bet you don't stop until you're nearly double the price now, whether you're just below $1, just above $1. That's my expectation. At a minimum, I think you can count on 73 cents occurring. But I do think that, I mean, just looking at this thing now, I'm not expecting anything crazy. I'm not expecting that you just go like all the way up tomorrow. I think it's going to be a slow fought battle. I mean, here, let's just see. How much time did it take from here from this low? I mean, to be completely fair, that took about a week before you grew up 100%. But if we take the wicks out of the way, if we just like take candle bodies, it took you probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks to grow, right? So here we are starting to move now. Over the past week, we've moved up. Maybe over the next week or two, by the end of the month, I would expect that we're at 73 cents to 91 or $1.10. And that's nice. That's nice, but not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Unless something crazy happens and it's faster than I'm anticipating, unless we move up like this by the end of the month. While Syrup has taken the lead versus Onyx Coin, XCN, I think, has more potential to grow by the end of the month. I think Cookie DAO has more potential to grow by the end of the month. Tars AI does too. It's nice to see this thing doing what it does, and just overall, if you've been holding this thing, it's been doing well. But it doesn't seem like it likes to move up too fast. It's very constructive. And if you do move up too fast, whenever that happens, you wick out. So I'm not expecting anything too much higher than like 100% by the end of the month, something around $1 by the end of the month. It's the 10th now. Probably not like at the end of the month, but around like the 20th or afterwards. That's when we'll be there, okay? And then from there, we'll probably consolidate again, as we did here, as we did here, as we did here. Consolidate again going into the end of the month. Then going into July, you should be pushing higher. I would anticipate that Syrup by the end of July could be as high as like 676% more from its current price, all the way up at 378. A nice 7x from here. Maybe you get a 10x from here. It's too new. There's not enough history. Let's actually look at MPL. Let's see if we can figure it out through Maple Finance, because there's more history on Maple. And Maple used to be Syrup. Syrup used to be Maple, actually. So high to low here. The expectation would be, so, and the conversion rates is 1 MPL equals 100 syrups. So at $13, that would actually be a 13-cent syrup, right? So at 48 cents, that'd be a $48 price. I would think from here, just looking at this, if you're talking about June, July time frames, I would think, yes, from there you'd be somewhere around here to there at the most there, so $4.95. So that would be $4, $5 would be the maximum I could see you achieving. It says 495, but again, 1 to 100 ratio. So $5 for syrup would be $500 for maple. And then $1.63. So $1.63 to $5 for syrup. $1.63, $1.66 right there at the 3618. That's a good. I think that something between this area here, if I can get it right there, and this area here is where you're going to go. No, there's not too many fibs that line up in this area, but it's obscure to say the least, just because it's such a new chart on this with the new token and everything. I think it's completely possible that by the end of July, while you're outperforming Onyx Coin now, I think that that's nice. I think that Onyx Coin will probably outperform you by the end of July, because even at the maximum growth potential, that's a 10x. You have a 10x, 10.5x at best from here by the end of July, which is awesome. That's great. There's nothing wrong with that. And at a minimum, you have a 3.4x from here, which is also awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. In the next month, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think you do see prices higher than that. I also do think that you see prices lower than this. Maybe stop right there at the $3.78 price right there. Get a nice little 8x in there. Whatever, 8x. I would expect you see more than a 4x from the current price between now and the end of July, and something between there and an 8x is what I would expect. Okay. At the most, I would see a 10x. At the most, $5. At the least, $1.64, $1.66, whatever it is. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I do believe that we are moving up higher. I think that if you're waiting to buy more, like I was, you're probably going to be left in the dust. Right? It's looking very bullish on the 1 hour time frame. Very bullish on the 4 hour time frame. You've just broken out, so if you find turbulence, if you pull back from here and you go to like 44 cents, that's okay. But damn, man, good job. Really, 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 really good job. Makes me wish that I just swapped my Onyx bag for this thing right whenever I first found out about it, which is down here at 13 cents, because that, man, that's a nice bit of growth since then. And then I could just swap it now, knowing what I believe to know is that XCN will outperform this. I could just swap it for that, but hindsight's 2020, right? I got nothing else for you guys. Good job, Syrup. Good job. I definitely do believe that you're going to continue going higher. You've got a winner here. I hope nobody's taking me seriously whenever I say I would just swap this for XCN. I mean, I probably would personally, but I'm not saying that anybody should do that, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. This thing is still at a low market cap. It's clearly a winner. It's clearly doing well. DeFi, I think, is on the up and up, and this thing is an interesting DeFi protocol. I was going to say asset protocol, whatever. It could definitely, and I think by the end of this cycle, I mean, from here, you've got 100x potential, if not like 50x potential or more. You know, you've got 100x potential or more as well. So if you have a winner, what I'm trying to say is sometimes you just let the winners win. Don't sell them. Just wait till the end of the cycle to sell it, right? There's no need to sell. If it's winning, why sell? Why ruin a winning strategy? Because one might grow more than the other. Don't do that, right? It's not that XCN. It's not that you should sell this for XCN because XCN might outperform it. You should hold this because right now Syrup is, it's not maybe, it is outperforming XCN or whatever other coin you're looking at. It is. It's a winner, so it'll probably continue to win. I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.